Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Sunday, August 27, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Los Angeles Angels vs New York Mets. Our team pick is Los Angeles Angels money line. And here is why. Arriving at this game on the heels of a recent triumph over the Mets, the Los Angeles Angels have showcased their adeptness at meeting challenges head-on. In the face of injuries, the Angels are striving to piece things together under the guidance of Ohtani's impactful batting. Griffin Canning, the selected pitcher for this matchup, has achieved a commendable 7-4 record for the season. While his ERA of 4.61 might raise an eyebrow, it's crucial to acknowledge his impressive tally of 101 strikeouts, spanning 91.2 innings. This statistic underscores his ability to navigate precarious situations and effectively contain the opposing batting lineup. Conversely, the Mets' David Peterson has encountered a challenging season, marked by a 3-7 record and an elevated ERA of 5.59. His recent performances suggest vulnerabilities that a team like the Angels, bolstered by powerful hitters such as Ohtani, could exploit. Ohtani's ongoing season statistics, which include an impressive 44 home runs and a batting average of .305, render him a formidable threat to any pitcher, especially one grappling with inconsistencies. Moreover, considering the Mets' recent performance trajectory and their previous encounters against the Angels, it's challenging to envision them prevailing over the Angels in this confrontation. With the Angels' current form, coupled with their superior batting lineup and the more reliable pitcher, they emerge as the more promising choice. Our total pick is over. And here is why. When analyzing the potential scoreline for this game, several factors come into play. Both teams have pitchers with ERAs above 4.5, suggesting that we might be in for a high-scoring game. The Angels, with their batting prowess led by Ohtani, have been consistently putting runs on the board. Ohtani alone has an OPS of .665, indicating his ability to get on base and drive in runs. On the Mets side, Pete Alonso, with 39 home runs and 95 RBIs, is a force to be reckoned with as the Mets' batting lineup can still pack a punch. Considering the recent performances of both teams, their batting strengths, and the vulnerabilities of the pitchers, we can expect a game where the scoreboard keeps ticking. Both teams have the firepower to capitalize on any mistakes, and with the current form of the pitchers, there will be more than a few runs crossing the plate. St. Louis Cardinals vs Philadelphia Phillies. Our team pick Philadelphia Phillies. The Philadelphia Phillies also have been a great offensive team this year, as they rank 8th in baseball, with a .757 team OPS, while averaging 4.76 runs per game thus far. They have been doing extremely well at home as they have a .781 team OPS, while scoring 4.95 runs during their 62 home games. Second baseman Bryson Stott has been doing very well as he has a .296, .342, .445 line with 13 home runs, 53 RBIs, 65 runs scored and 24 steals while being caught twice. In the realm of betting, I tend to lean towards the familiar rather than the unfamiliar, and this principle applies to the starting pitchers in this scenario. Aaron Nola has showcased impressive performance levels on his home turf, boasting a record of 5.3 with a 3.49 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP across 11 home starts. Given this track record, expectations are high for his performance in this upcoming game. A significant discrepancy arises when comparing the offensive outputs of the two teams over their past 22 games. The Phillies have been notably prolific, averaging 6.14 runs per game during the span, while the Cardinals have maintained an average of 3.87 runs per game. Considering this contrast, the outlook appears favorable for the Philadelphia Phillies to secure victory in this home game. Our total pick is under 9 runs. These bullpens have done decently well when looking at the season stats, as St. Louis is 21st with a 4.47 reliever ERA, while Philadelphia is 7th in the bigs with a 3.69 bullpen ERA so far. Aaron Nola has been getting rocked in his last 7 games, as he is 3-2 with a 4.79 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP, while Drew Rom got hit around in his MLB debut. Go with under 9 runs in this game, as it seems to be the best option for this game. Cleveland Guardians vs Toronto Blue Jays. Our team pick is to bet the run line, -1.5, and take Toronto. And here is why. Yusei Kikuchi is expected to take the mound for the Jays. In his last start, he went 4.2 innings, gave up 7 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned runs, and struck out 6 in a no decision against the Baltimore Orioles. Kikuchi has a record of 9-4 with a 3.52 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, and a 138-36 KBB ratio in 25 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .249 against Kikuchi this season. The Blue Jays have been fairly average on offense this season. They are around the middle of the league in runs, home runs, RBIs, walks, SLG, and OPS. Toronto's pitching staff has been very good this season. As a team, they are top 10 in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, walks allowed, strikeouts, whip, and batting average against. Toronto is third in their division, and they are fighting to get a wild card spot. It is a tight race, and the Blue Jays will need to play very well in order to make the playoffs. The Blue Jays hold a notable pitching advantage in this particular matchup. Noah Syndergaard's performance this season has been far from satisfactory. Throughout the season, he has accumulated a 2-6 record, coupled with a 6.42 ERA, 1.40 whip, and a 53/16 KBB ratio across 17 starts. It's worth noting that Syndergaard has conceded an alarming 100 hits over a mere 82.2 innings pitched in the ongoing season. Taking the pitching mound for Toronto will be Yusei Kikuchi, a choice that strengthens the team's position. The Guardians have demonstrated significant struggles when facing left-handed pitchers this season, evident in their last-place rank in MLB for OPS, batting average, home runs, and SLG against southpaw pitchers. With Kikuchi leading the charge on the mound, the prognosis indicates a victory for Toronto in this game, with a potential winning margin of 2 or more runs. Our total pick is take the under, 8.5 runs. The Cleveland Guardians are expected to start Noah Syndergaard. In his last start, he went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned runs, and struck out 4 in a no decision against the Los Angeles Dodgers. On the season, he has a record of 2-6 with a 6.42 ERA, 1.40 whip, and a 53/16 KBB ratio in 17 starts this season. Opposing batters are hitting .313 against Syndergaard. Cleveland has been poor on offense this season. They are bottom 10 or around the bottom 10 in the league in runs, home runs, RBIs, walks, OBP, SLG, and OPS. The Guardians' pitching staff has been good this season. As a team, they are top 10 or around the top 10 in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, whip, and batting average against. Cleveland is trying to stay in contention to win the AL Central. They will need to get hot in order to catch the Twins, but it is possible they can still win the division. The Guardians have been horrendous against lefties this season. Cleveland ranks last in the MLB in OPS, batting average, home runs, and SLG against southpaws. Yusei Kikuchi has been very good lately, allowing 1 or fewer earned runs in 6 of his last 7 starts. Cleveland will not be able to score runs on Kikuchi. The under will hit in this contest.